subscribe, and ring the bell.
Hope and a bridge to build for our little raft. Hey there, Figo! Your stripes shine like silver in this wet gray night. I hold the stopwatch close to the dark photo, whispering thanks for the fourth day's hope. Coco the cat stares from the wet ground while I hide the watch and build the bridge block by block. The seagulls have started ignoring me. Even the birds out here have standards. The rain slicks my new cottage blocks while I count the notches for this fourth day of rain. My stubborn block acts like the very ground that swallowed my first raft. I'll carve this wet stone apart, just like I knocked out that rotten tooth. I woke up this morning with the dream still warm in my chest, a ghost of a night I can't quite remember. Last night I stood over the fire and saw my old city, but the streets were made of wet sand and the buildings were just piles of driftwood. Then the dream turned, and I saw you, standing in the rain, looking so small against the vast gray ocean. I felt my hands trembling as I remembered the day I lost the parcel with that photo, and the pain in my teeth that night. But now, on this fourth day, the rain has stopped and the air smells of salt and dried kelp. Oscar the crocodile watches from the water, his eyes wide and knowing, as if he understands the weight of the past. My boot has snagged on something that looks like it swallowed my last raft whole. I'll wrestle this wet rock like a beast of burden until Tofu the chicken finishes her nap. Rain again, the sky just showing off how much water it has and I don't. Caught myself humming a song I can't name. The island steals my memories one tune at a time. I'm building this bridge tonight, block by block, hoping it holds the weight of a ship that isn't coming. Oscar the rabbit hops near my cottage blocks while the fourth day's rain softens the wet gray sand. Why won't this wet rock just let me slide like a rotten tooth? I'll claw my way free before Wilson sees me stuck in the dark. Hey there, Oscar. Your eyes watch the dark water like two old coins waiting for a ship to come. Hey there, Coco. Your quiet eyes watch me as I lay the last block on this bridge for the fourth day. Wilson, watch how the stone holds, a solid promise that the ocean cannot break. If a ship sails past and nobody's rescued, did it even happen? Asking for a very stranded friend. The fourth night is quiet and my cottage block stands tall against the dark. I'll build the bridge to that small island where the wind sings its lullaby. Somewhere out there a kettle is boiling for somebody, and I hope they appreciate it. Talking to myself again. Good news is that I always agree with me. One day I'll sail off this rock. Today is, regrettably, not that day. My stomach just filed a formal complaint about the coconut situation. Storms rolling in. Perfect. Nothing says home like building a wall in the rain and pretending I'm fine. Fourth day's sun just set to leave me plenty of moonlight for my watchtower. Wilson nods at the rising stars that promise ships might come soon. The snow whispers secrets to my watchtower, Peppa, while I carve the bridge. Fourth day feels less like waiting and more like planting seeds for tomorrow. Hello Hazel, my silent friend like Wilson, staring at me in this snowy fourth day. What are you looking for in my tower while I plan that bridge? Made a tower so tall I can almost see my old life from up here. Almost. Hey there, Coco. Your breath smells like salt, but I hope you know my cottage is warm tonight. A leopard just leaned against my new bridge and blinked at the rain. Wilson would have laughed if he could, though he sits silent in the wet grass. It was the third night when the rain turned the world into a gray soup and my teeth felt like they might split open again. I sat by the embers that still glowed like angry eyes, holding a bottle of water that felt colder than my own heart could stand. A llama named Loki stood nearby, chewing the air with a patience that made my own loneliness feel smaller than before. I told myself the story of how fire was found not stolen, but claimed by dancing in the dark while the storm screamed outside. The turning came when the light faded and I realized the cottage was standing tall against the dark like a promise kept. I woke up this morning with that same dream warm in my bones and a new hope blooming for the fourth day. The ground's got me, Wilson, but I'll claw my way free before the storm swallows this fourth day. Right, this cottage needs light before nightfall. Can't have my masterpiece looking haunted, Wilson. Fourth day's moonlight feels heady, like it's trying to weigh down the bridge I'm carving, Wilson. I'll push myself free before dawn claims this unfinished span. Plan for today. Survive. Build something. Pretend the silence is peaceful. 2 out of 3 isn't bad. Night baps the island tight, but Wilson knows the bridge I'm crafting will be a beacon for morning. Hey there, Coco. Your tusks gleam like polished moonstones in this clear night. 3 rocks, a bit of mud, and sheer spite. That's the secret to island architecture. Rain drummed on my roof while I hammered the last beam into the bridge frame. The fourth day feels lighter now. Wilson, like the storm, forgot how to wet me. The humming stone is silent, Maja, just as the sea holds its breath in this glassy dark. I sat for an hour with that quiet until it whispered back that stillness was the truest song of all. Now I build a bridge for the fourth day, trusting the silence has already paved the way. This island hands me sunsets for free and charges me everything in company. Squeezing dew from moss while the fourth day's light still lingers, the cottage stands tall, a beacon waiting for the morning tide to call. I'd trade this whole ocean view for one hot shower and a door that locks. Hey there, Hazel. Your gentle eyes watch over my cottage like a lighthouse keeper in the dark. I'm wedged deeper than a shark in a gill. This mountain of mud is my only enemy. Fourth day, and the stars are laughing at my stubbornness while I claw my way out. The dark feels heavy on my shoulders, but my fourth day mission burns bright inside. I'll finish this bridge before the moon decides to hide its light. Fourth day's quiet stars are my only crew while I hammer the last stone into my bridge frame. Fourth day's silence stretches long and tight like a drum waiting for a beat. The stars are too bright to let the dark swallow the sea I'm about to cross. Some men dream of yachts. I dream of a chair with a back on it. Name of the fox today. The fox does not know this, and the fox does not care. We're basically colleagues. Two deer run in circles chasing their own tails while the fourth day paints the sky in ink. Remember the night I danced in circles around that first spark while it licked my toes. The smell of burning wood filled the air like something wild had finally been born. I screamed out to the dark, I have made fire. Because without that heat, my toothache and loneliness felt like the whole island closing in on me. Those embers turned the cool night into a warm embrace, turning my fear into a quiet hum that still echoes in my chest. It was the first real friend the island ever gave me, brighter than the stars above. How dare this pebble fight me in the dark while Bruna sleeps soundly nearby. Fourth day, and I'm trapped deeper than a fish in a net. Bruno stares up from the grass like a tiny, furry Wilson waiting for a ball I never throw. How could a cat be such a good listener when the whole island just woke up? Hey there, Barnaby. The stars are brighter tonight and my fourth day's bridge feels lighter than a feather. Carta, flowers, we're practically fancy now. The island's coming up in the world. Behold, a bridge. Now we can use the other side of the island and be lolly over it too. Two boars circle the ridge, their tusks clashing like ancient drums under the silent stars. My fourth day bridge waits in the shadows, dreaming of the sea it will one day span. The moon climbs high like a silver spoon while my hands hammer the last block of this watchtower. I can hear the ocean whispering secrets that only a fourth day's quiet can carry. Rain taps against my back like 1,000 little fingers trying to tell me a story I'm too busy building to hear. The fourth day's watchtower stands tall and dry while the world outside turns.
Subscribe and ring the bell.